Hi guys, today we are at the Washington National Cathedral. This back here. This cathedral is a gothic styled Episcopal church, and it took 83 years to finish building it. It is the 6th largest in the world and the 2nd largest in the United States. So there's a really cool fact about this cathedral that I'm pretty sure not gonna find any other place on earth. This cathedral has a Darth Vader carved into one of the towers. You can't see it. Into one of the towers. You can't see it from here, but I'll show you a picture of it. So this is what the carved Darth Vader looks like up close. But if you want to see it from the outside, you'll definitely need binoculars because it's so high up. As soon as you walk into the cathedral, the impressive 10-story high ceiling, it's gonna just catch your attention. There's so far 230 stained-glass windows in the cathedral. This window is known as the rose window or creation window. It is 26 feet across, which is basically me times 5. It has over 10,000 glass pieces. My favorite spot in the cathedral, this is the space window. Here we have the sun, we have the moon, and we have Earth. And then it has a line that represents a manned ship going to the moon. Specifically the Apollo 11 mission. Right in the center of the glass that represents the moon, there's actually a lunar rock from the Sea of Tranquility that was donated by the crew of Apollo 11 to the cathedral. The final judgment window, that in the center, it has an image of Jesus during the final judgment, sending some souls up to the 12 o'clock position, which represents heaven, and some souls to the 6 o'clock position, which represents hell. From the entrance to the high altar, the length of the cathedral is about 1/10 of a mile. This is the cathedral's Canterbury pulpit. It has carved scenes and people inspired by the translation of the Bible to English. Dalai Lama and many U.S. presidents have given speeches from here. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's last Sunday sermon was given from here before he was assassinated a couple days after. There are over 200 people buried at the cathedral, most of them in ashes, and many of them with national significance. This area is called the Great Choir and is between the high altar and the nave. During the week, this area is sitting for worshippers, but during Sundays is for the cathedral choir. There is 2 reserved seats for the chaplain of the U.S. House and the Senate. In the middle of the Great Choir sits the cathedral's organ, which is composed of more than 10,000 pipes. There is 9 chapels inside the cathedral. Some of them are the children's chapel. There's only one other cathedral in the world known to have a dedicated space for children to worship, the Memorial Chapel, which has been centered around a sculpture of suffering Christ. St. Mary's Chapel, which features wooden carvings displaying the key points of Mary's life. The Holy Spirit Chapel, which is reserved for quiet and personal prayer. The Bethlehem Chapel, which was the first part of the cathedral to open in 1912. Under the altar is the cathedral's foundation stone, which was placed by President Roosevelt. and the Chapel of St. Joseph, which has a mural of the burial of Jesus Christ. So, final thoughts, this place is like pretty worth it. It's awesome. Like, even if you're not religious, even if you not sure what you believe in, come to this place, because just the history alone behind it, it's amazing, and you get to see a rock from the moon, so it's worth it. It is, honestly. And once you pay the admission fee, they have a guided tour, so just check the hours online and you'll be able to make it here.